Hello dear students, I am Mariam ma'am here. Today we'll continue with the English language chapter 1, the sentence. Children, in the last class we studied about the phrase, the clause and the sentence. Now in today's class we discuss more about a clause. I hope you all remember what is a clause. So once again we recall what is a clause. A clause is a group of words. It has a subject-verb combination in it and it conveys a complete meaning, a complete thought, or we can say a complete idea. Right? Let's see the example also. I will help him. So you can see this group of words conveys a complete idea. In this you can see the subject verb combination also and a complete information also. So we can say it is a clause. Now children, we will discuss about the two different types of clauses. Number one, the independent clause or main clause and the dependent clause. So first let us talk about the independent clause. What is an independent clause? An independent clause is a complete sentence by itself. It has a subject-verb combination in it. It does not need any other clause or group of words to complete its meaning. So we can say it has an independent existence on its own. It does not require anybody's help. So, with the given example, it will be more clear to you. You can see a group of words here with a subject-verb combination in it. Example is, you may sit. You is the subject here and sit is the verb. So, we can say the subject-verb combination, a group of words, and this group of words gives us a complete idea, a complete thought, and a complete meaning. Now we will talk about the dependent clause. A dependent clause is a group of words. It has a subject-verb combination in it, just like the independent clause. But the main difference between the two is that a dependent clause does not convey a complete thought or a complete information. You can see from the example, wherever you like. You can see the subject also here, you, like also the word, but in spite of these two, subject-verb combination, a group of words, it is not complete in itself. We can say it requires an independent clause to complete its meaning. So, we have added an independent clause to it. Now you can see, you may sit wherever you like. So in this sentence, there are two clauses. One is an independent one and the other one is the dependent one. You may sit wherever you like. In this, you may sit is the independent clause and wherever you like is the dependent one. And both the clause joined together gives us a complete information. Now we see a few more examples given in the book to understand them more well. The first one is, Mr. Jones asked him a question, but he did not know the answer. So what is the independent clause in it? It is Mr. Jones asked him a question, but he did not know the answer is the dependent clause. Second one, call me after you come back from school. Call me is the independent clause after you come back from school is the dependent one. Number 3. Since we were hungry, we stopped at a dhaba on the way. Since we were hungry, this is the dependent clause, and we stopped at a dhaba on the way is the independent clause. Number 4. Although he was unwell, he went to school. Although he was unwell is the dependent clause, and he went to school is the independent clause. So children, from these 4 sentences, what we have understood? The highlighted clauses can stand alone because they convey complete meaning. And these highlighted clauses are what? They are the independent clauses. The underlined clauses cannot stand alone because they do not convey complete meaning or complete information. They depend on the highlighted clauses to make complete sense. So the highlighted clauses are the independent clause and the underlined clauses are the dependent clause. So what we have understood? Clauses which convey complete meaning and can stand alone are called main or independent clause. Clauses which depend on independent clauses to convey complete sense are called subordinate or dependent clauses. So now children, I hope you have understood the difference between the two clauses, the independent clauses and the dependent clauses. So now with this, we do the exercise which is given here, in which you have to circle the independent clauses and underline the dependent clauses. So let's begin with the first one. This is the house where my father was born. This is the house is the independent clause. Where my father was born is the dependent clause. The second one is God helps those who help themselves. God helps. It is the independent clause. Those who help themselves is the dependent clause. Third one, if you come early, we will play a few games on the computer. We will play a few games on the computer is the independent clause, and if you come early is the dependent clause. The fourth one is I will go to Shimla when the weather is fine. I will go to Shimla is the independent clause. When the weather is fine is the dependent clause. The fifth one is if we leave early for the station, we will not get much traffic. We will not get much traffic is the independent clause. If we leave early for the station is the dependent clause. Sixth one, when the teacher entered the class, he found that it was very noisy. He found that it was very noisy is the independent clause. When the teacher entered the class is the dependent clause. Seventh one, I didn't study because I forgot I had an exam today. I didn't study is the independent clause. Because I forgot I had an exam today is the dependent clause. Eighth one, I will call you when the film is over. I will call you is the independent clause. When the film is over is the dependent clause. Ninth one, I planted the flowers because I like flowers. I planted the flowers is the independent clause. Because I like flowers is the dependent clause. 10th one, I could not go for a job because I woke up late. I could not go for a job is the independent clause. Because I woke up late is the dependent clause. Now children, we'll move on to the next exercise in which you have to add suitable words to complete the phrases and clauses and form meaningful sentences. The first two are already been done for you. The rest, later you all have to do it on your own. You have to use your own words to complete these phrases and clauses and make meaningful sentences. This is your home assignment. With this, I end up here. Do the assignment that is given to you. Keep learning. Goodbye. Stay blessed.